Now, if you're a parent looking to secure your toddler's future, I am one. I have a 10-month-old back at home. We keep thinking about what are the safe ways to invest, what options are really out there. For baby girls, there are a huge sort of, lots of options really, but one gets confused how to approach it. So today on the segment Money Mantra, we'll get you some effective financial planning tips, and joining us for that is going to be Mohit. Now, Mohit Sethia is with us in the studio. Good morning, Mohit. Thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, parents, and especially when you're planning for a child, it's a different ball game altogether.
Definitely.
You don't know what kind of future are you preparing for, because you don't know which school, which college the child will go to. You don't know where with AI these days, what kind of funds would be needed.
Yeah.
But keeping that calculation aside, are there some good investment options that one can go through, and a lot of government schemes which people aren't really aware of?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, so under Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao scheme, Yojana, government announced one Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana for girl child especially. So if a girl child is under the age of 10 years, you can open an account with most of the banks or with the post office, and you can save up to 1.5 lakh rupees a year, which is tax free.
Okay.
So the principal is tax free. And the scheme comes under exempt. So even your interest that you earn on the scheme during the course of years, that's also tax free.
Okay.
So
and how much of money can be invested?
Up to 1.5 lakh.
Up to 1.5 lakh, and you have to register before the kid is
10 years age.
10 years.
Yeah. So if you do, let's say so the time period, the tenure is like 15 years you have to invest. So only 15 years for investing. And then another 6 years is a holding period. So in those 6 years you don't invest, but you still reap the benefits of compounding, and your money keeps growing.
So by the time your child is say 20, 21 is when you get to realize the benefits.
Yes, and if you're investing about 1.5 lakh, the corpus comes to about 69 odd lakh, which is
which is quite great.
Enough.
Yeah. So this is one option. What else?
For example, let's say if you've missed the bus, your child is already more than 10 years of age, then you can look into options like PPF and EPF. So Public Provident Fund and Employee Provident Fund.
Okay.
Now, these options are not necessarily designated or thought towards, building a corpus for the child, but they can be utilized in a way that you can work it around.
Like?
For example, with PPF, you can start, again, this is also exempt. So 1,50,000 you can invest, principal tax free, interest tax free. So also becomes a great opportunity. Interest is slightly less than Sukanya Samriddhi. So Sukanya Samriddhi, it's around 8.2%. Here it's 7.1%.
And what is the current FD return? Because that's the one option that everybody goes for.
FD return is around 7%, but with FD you have to pay tax as per your income tax bracket.
Yeah.
So that benefit you get with PPF.
Yeah.
And if you can do EPF, like for example, if you're a salaried employee, then it becomes even much better. Because if you are investing 1.5 lakh, then your employer also has to invest 1.5 lakh on your behalf.
Yeah.
And your corpus, what you can expect after 20 years would be double of what you can get from PPF or Sukanya Samriddhi. So around in the range of 1.5 CR. So that's makes a quite good corpus for you to not be worried about anything like that.
Right. But so these are good tips, and I hope people out there are taking notes. If not, like I keep saying, go back to our YouTube channel, we'll put it up over there. But what about people? Why should boys be left behind, or parents of boys be left behind? Anything for them?
Yeah, definitely. So PPF and EPF are two options which can
go
work
for baby
both boys and girls.
Yeah.
So it works wonderfully for everyone.
Nice. But tell me, when you're planning for your kids, right? The first thing that parents have to do is just increase their life insurance covers and the rest of it to ensure that you've got that covered.
Yeah.
Then next is sort of investing. Are there other tools that are available, or would you say should there be a change in the investment mindset once you become a parent?
Well, I think mostly how we take our investments is that, okay, I'm getting my salary, I'll spend my stuff, and then whatever is left over, I'll invest. But I think we should look at it differently, that when you're getting your salary, you should keep your investment amount separate. Then let it be separate and just do the expenses from the expense amount.
Oh, you're
So-
saying don't spend and then think about saving.
Exactly.
First, make a goal of how much you want to save and then spend the rest.
Yes, you said it better.
But it's so hard. There are so many kharcha as they say when a kid comes along. So what can be a possible investment target? Like talk to me about percentages of earning or salaried employees, for example.
I think initially one should start with about 10-15% and eventually grow it, because as you grow, your income also grows. What happens is we keep inflating our lifestyle and we forget to inflate our investment amount. So we inflate our lifestyle, we want to go to all the fancy places, but we forget that okay, our investment corpus also need to grow
Yeah.
simultaneously in the same pace, at the same pace, so that when you are older or when your kids are of the age for education and wedding, they also have that enough corpus that can beat the inflation of that time.
That's true. So we are at a time when people have already just got salaries, bank account is looking nice, we're making holiday plans,
Yeah.
summer is upon us, and we're looking at this, so many options to do, but you're saying the mindset has to be first save. How much percentage did you say?
I would say at least 20%. I mean, that should be the bare minimum.
Yeah, take
goal.
that out and cut, like shing. You already have to pay a lot of sort of salaries, and whatever is left out of that, first save and then see what you want to
Definitely.
do with the rest. That's a good tip. I'll keep that in